everyone. Welcome back to Move Your Mind, the podcast that breaks down the latest research in physical activity so it actually makes sense and matters to you.
If you caught episode 1, we talked about why physical activity is such a game changer, mentally, physically, and socially. If not, go back and listen after this. Trust us, it'll make this one hit harder.
So we know that moving more is awesome for your brain, your body, and even your stress levels. But let's get real. Just knowing it's good for us isn't enough, right?
Right. If movement is such a magic pill, if it's so good for us, why aren't more teens actually doing it?
Today, we're digging into the real reasons teens don't get moving, what's stopping us, stressing us, and sometimes even shaming us into sitting still.
From time pressures to current trends, from fear of judgment to boring PE classes we're going there. First, some fast facts. The World Health Organization says teens should get at least 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous movement per day. That's like a brisk walk, a dance session, or a quick workout.
Globally, over 80% of teenagers don't meet that goal. And girls are less active than boys, especially as they get older.
And here's the thing, it's not just about being fit or sporty. There's no once-fits-all answer. Physical activity is about how we feel. The reasons are complex, and that's where today's episode gets interesting.
Researchers say these reasons fall into different levels, kind of like layers of an onion, each layer representing a different level of influence on your behavior according to something called the social ecological model.
Yeah, there are personal reasons, like motivation and confidence. Then social stuff, like what your family, friends think, cultural influence. Then school, community spaces, even bigger stuff like public transport or funding.
Let's peel back those layers one by one and bring in some voices from teenagers themselves.
First layer, you. How do you feel about movement? Do you enjoy it? Or does it feel like a punishment? A lot of teens say they don't feel confident. Some don't think they're sporty enough, or I look weird.
Yep, one girl said from the evidence, everyone's watching and I'm just not good enough. Or if others will laugh at them. That hits hard.
Or they'd had a bad experience in PE. Maybe you got picked last or felt judged. That stuff sticks, and it makes moving your body feel like a chore. It's easy to think, exercise just isn't for me.
Also, let's talk body image. Some teens, especially girls, worry about how they look when exercising. That fear of being judged can stop people from even trying.
Yeah. Studies point out that enjoyment and self-confidence are key drivers. If you don't feel capable, you're less likely to even try.
Then there's time. Teens are busy. School, homework, part-time jobs, caring for siblings. Then there's the scroll. Social media, such as Instagram, TikTok, gaming, YouTube. It adds up.
One study showed that for some teens, just finding the time is a major mental load.
And finally, there's motivation. If it's not fun or meaningful, why would you want to do it?
Exactly. If PE feels like punishment and gym videos feel intimidating, that motivation disappears real quick.
Next layer, your social circle. This stuff means a lot. What your friends think matters. If your crew doesn't move, you probably won't either.
If your friends love footy or volleyball, you're more likely to join in. If they're like, NA, that's lame, you probably won't.
Same goes for family. If your parents don't value movement or are super focused on academics, physical activity can feel like a waste of time. Parents might prioritize school success over time spent being active.
And in some cultures, gender roles come into play. Like, some girls might feel it's not appropriate to sweat, move around boys or play competitive sports. Sport might be seen as more of a die thing.
Exactly. For some teens from Pacific Islander or Indigenous backgrounds, there's not always equal access to programs or they don't feel culturally included.
Let's not forget money and access. In some communities, sports clubs or gym memberships are expensive. Access to safe spaces like parks or sports facilities isn't equal either. Not every teen has a supportive coach or a program they feel welcome in.
Exactly. Teens from lower-income families often face more barriers, like lack of transport or having to share equipment with siblings.
My little brother Liam is in high school. This is what's on his mind.
I actually like moving, but I hate PE class. It's like too competitive. All they make us do stuff we don't enjoy. I'm into skateboarding and filming it with friends, but that's not seen as real sport. Also, I used to be bigger, and I always thought people were judging me when I ran. Now, I just try to do my own thing right to school, walk my dog, stuff like that. But yeah, if there were more chill, no pressure ways to be active, I'd totally be in.
Shout out to Liam for keeping it real.
He's not alone, and research totally backs that up. Self-consciousness and peer pressure are huge barriers. Teens want activity that's on their terms, not just what schools force on them.
Time for a quick quiz break. Let's see if you've been paying attention.
All right, listeners, shout out your answers wherever you are, your room, the bus, the gym. Ready? Let's go!
Only competitive sports like footy or basketball count as real physical activity.
That's false. Walking, dancing, skateboarding, even cleaning your room can get your body moving.
If your friends aren't into sports, it's harder for you to stay active.
That's true. Peer pressure is real, but so is peer support. Try finding ways to move together, even if it's low-key.
If you don't look a certain way, you don't belong in sports or fitness.
Huge false. Your body is already good enough to move. Movement is to everybody.
Enjoying physical activity makes you more likely to stick with it.
True on research backs it up. Fun, freedom, and feeling good equal to consistency.
Once you stop being active, it's impossible to get back into it.
False. You can restart anytime. Today, right now, small steps still count.
How did you go? Got more trues or falses? Nice work if you got those right, and even if you didn't, now you know.
Either way, now you're smarter than you were a few minutes ago, and that's a win.
So, let's recap. Teens face real barriers to being active: time pressures, fear of judgment, cost, and confidence. But they want to move when it's fun, social, and feels authentic.
What's holding you back, remember? You're not alone. Barriers are real, but so are the ways to push through them. And that's the key takeaway. Understanding those barriers helps us design better solutions. The right kind of movement is the one that works for you.
Speaking of solutions, that's where we're heading next time. In the next episode, Scroll versus Sweat, Digital Motivation. We're going deeper into the scroll hole, how social media, tech or something can either keep us on the couch or get us moving.
Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned on our next episode. You won't want to miss it.
If today's episode hit home, show us some love, drop a review, tag us on social media, and share with a friend.
And remember, moving your body is moving your mind.